We know that Hezbollah is better armed, is better trained, is more deadly than Hamas. So it is a victory. I wouldn't say it's a great victory because we have taken out since October 7th over 13,000 terrorists. So he is one among them. But it is a victory, and it will deal a blow to Hezbollah, who I'll remind you have decided to attack us on October 8th. They could have sat this one out, but their bosses in Tehran, the tyrants of Tehran that are pulling the strings in Lebanon through Hezbollah, decided that they should start firing at us from October 8th. I'll remind you also that we're fighting on multiple fronts. Hezbollah in the north in Lebanon, Iranian militias in Syria, the Iranian militia, the Houthis in Yemen. Just last week, a drone came over all the way from Iraq and hit a target in Israel. So Iran is doing their absolute utmost through their proxies to engulf the area, and we will do our utmost to push them back. Iran is the head of the octopus, if you will, with tentacles surrounding us. People forget we're a tiny country, smaller than Wales, with a population around the size of London. And we're surrounded by enemies that are trying to annihilate us. Iran stands behind all of that, all of the violence that you've seen. They pay 93% of Hamas's budget. They pay 100% of Islamic Jihad's budget. They pay 100% of Hezbollah's budget. They are pulling the strings all around us. But what's important for people in Britain to understand is it's not just about Israel. Iran has stated clearly, time and again, that they see Israel as the small Satan and the West as the great Satan. They say first they'll come for the Saturday people, the Jews, and secondly, they'll come for the Sunday people, the Christians. We are on the front lines of a war to defend Western civilization. They see us in the same way as they see you. We're just closer. So we will fight Iranian proxies and Iranian aggression. We are ready on all fronts. We hope it doesn't escalate into a direct conflict, but we are ready for anything.
Our foreign minister Yisrael Katz said, and that was released just this morning, you can check it out, that Erdogan, unfortunately, is once again sacrificing the economic interests of the people of Turkey for his support of Hamas, the murderers in Gaza who raped, murdered, and desecrated the bodies of women, girls, adults, and burned children alive. We've made it quite clear that Israel will not give in to violence and extortion, and we will not condone the one-sided violation of the trade agreements, and we will take parallel measures against Turkey, which will harm the Turkish economy. Now, the foreign minister said that he's ordered the preparation of another list of products that Israel will, for Israel to prevent Turkey from exporting. And in addition, the foreign minister has instructed the Israeli foreign ministry officials to contact countries and organizations in the United States to stop investments in Turkey and to prevent the import of products from Turkey, and to our friends in the American Congress to examine the violation of the boycott laws and impose sanctions on Turkey accordingly.
It's extremely unfortunate. Israel has returned in kind and is working to. They're trying to affect our economy. We will actively affect their economy. They're trying to boycott us, etc. We will fight fire with fire on the economic front. It's extremely unfortunate. A lot of people don't realize that Turkey is actually, or actually until now, was one of the biggest holiday destinations for Israelis. It's very close, and looks like we'll be going to Greece and Cyprus instead. One of the most painful things as an Israeli to see when turning on the television or opening up the newspaper is how so many people in the West are so eager to copy and paste Hamas propaganda. And I need to remind people that there are two sides to this war. the one side is an ally of Great Britain, an ally of the West, a free democratic country with a professional army that does its utmost to adhere to international humanitarian law. Our fight is with Hamas, not the people of Gaza. And on the other side, there is a brutal genocidal terror organization that states clearly in their charter that they seek the absolute genocide of the Jews in Israel and the Jews worldwide, and then they're coming for the West. So we're dealing with a terrorist organization that not long ago was butchering babies. Now they butcher the truth. And sadly, too many people in the West are happy to copy and paste their figures, whether it's the alleged figures of civilian casualties, which have been proven wrong by anyone with a serious mathematical background. They're literally making up a lot of the figures.
اللي بياخدوا أولاد بيوسخوهم كأنه كانوا بعملية، بياخدوا ناس ختيارية كأنه ماتوا وفجأة بكمل التليفون وبيلعب فيه. شغلات زي هذه بدي أعرف كيف هي بتصير.
لا هي حسب الدائرة أو حسب القرار في الحركة. شايفين في مصلحة معينة لترويج رواية معينة بيتفقوا عليها بصير.
أنا ما بقول إنه القرار عندك.
بصير تكتاري من صاحب القرار اللي هو الأعلى الأمين العام زياد النخال. وبعديها بيجي القرار في الدائرة الإعلامية اللي هو علي شاهين. تمام. وداود الشهاب في غزة. هذول الثلاثة بصير على تواصل كامل. يعني على الواتس مثلا. تمام. وبتناقشوا في الرسالة. احنا شو يعني صحيح هاي الرواية غير صحيحة ولكن احنا بدنا نمررها. مثلا. هيك القرار بصير.
اوكي. وبعد القرار كيف بتصير هي على أرض الواقع؟
على أرض الواقع لازم تروح للعلاقات الإعلامية. العلاقات الإعلامية بتوزعها وين؟ على كل وسائل الإعلام. لما بيوصل الخبر على كل وسائل الإعلام بيرجع على مين؟ للناظر. يعقب. باخذوا منه دقيقة، نص دقيقة حسب المقابلة اللي بدهم إياه في التقرير.
Military experts around the world have stated that Israel has gone out of its way to avoid civilian casualty in a way that no other army has in the history of warfare. So there's a lot of, I would say, libels out against us. And sadly, too many people are ready to jump on the Hamas bandwagon because they don't understand that Hamas's end game in this war is to do serious damage to us as they have done, but it's also to stay in power so they can continue their corrupt terror regime in Gaza. They want to stay in power. And we will do our utmost to fulfill our war aims, to destroy Hamas, to make sure that they're not in power in Gaza, that they can't pose a threat to us, and that they release those 133 hostages.